Ooh, grand rising and good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I, there were, so this morning I had thoughts, and what I was meditating on the first part of the day was, you know, making good choices that align to my essence. And what the book and what I take from that is this choice, regardless of the outcome, truly what I'm supposed to do? Like, does this choice feel good to my spirit? And so I said today that I'm going to like do things that, really pay attention to how I feel when I'm making the choice. Um, so, and this is not to like, go back and forth, but like especially if I feel like I'm going to go back and forth, I've made a conscious effort to stop, breathe, and then ask my intuition. Like, and it's not that I'm taking it away from myself. My intuition speaks through my physical body. So I'm just and it's that internal compass that says go left or go right. And so I was thinking about the things that I was mulling over in my head this morning. And I was like, I'm just want to make a post and just say blah, 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 blah. And yes, there was my ego wanting to choose violence. First thing my ego was like, I'm choosing violence first thing this morning because this is how I feel. And I was like, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to choose violence this morning. I had to ask because I was like, it's it's not that the point is invalid, but in my head the word was fallout isn't worth it. So, you know, not speak on that one. Um the other thing that I was thinking about was about support. And I want to apologize because I hated that's strong. I really disliked those memes and those posts that says your family's not going to support you, your friends aren't going to support you, it's always going to be strangers. And I feel like one that is self-hexing. I'm not going to not say that. If you put it out there, these people won't support you, then they won't. Because that's the energy that you're embodying. That's what you're calling forward. You're telling the universe, I don't want these people to support me. It's one thing to fall on it. Yeah, they're not going to support me. Blah, 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 blah. It's not what you do. What you do is you align with the energy that is meant to support you. So, but I didn't like it because I just didn't think it was a true statement. Um, And what I didn't realize is it's probably people who share that are coming from a wounded place. There is a wound there um, that needs healing. Otherwise, you wouldn't have to say it. And the wound is the association with who you have defined as your people in your community. And this deeper understanding that sometimes the family we're born into, the people we grow up with, the people we talk to, aren't always going to remain in vibrational alignment with us. They're not all meant to be. And thus, their energy, their essence isn't meant to be attached to your journey, to your dream, to your business, whatever the case may be. The people who are meant to support you will. And that's hard because then it's like, how do I find those people? And as you begin to cultivate your community will help you. Your community will be the ones that are sharing your posts and things like that. Now, that is not to say that there are not mechanisms in place that make that a challenge. And what I did a few weeks ago is try to overcome that challenge. And what I did was I reached out and I said, the short version is I said, I'm not asking you to spend money. That would be great. Don't get me wrong. I would love for you to buy a service, a product. That would be out. Book, join the program. That would be great. What I'm willing asking you to do is provide time. Whether that is to click a post, read a blog, like a post, share a post. That's what I'm asking for. If I provided you a service, whether you paid for that service or not, because I did a lot of free work in 2021 because I'm trying to get a foothold. I'm trying to get established, get a rhythm, get a balance. There were certain readings I wanted to do, and I needed to do them to know what my flow needed to be like. So I gave people like I gave somebody a $200 reading. What I asked for was a review. Ask for tips and reviews. That's what I asked for. Tips and reviews. If I could do this for you for free, all I'm asking you for is a tip. It could have been $1. Or a review. That goes even further. Go to my Google page. You can go Google and rate me and leave me a review. And that's what I asked for. And I did it because I wanted to. I didn't do it for the right root cause. I did it to challenge that me. My goal was to prove it's not the truth. That's not the truth. It's the algorithm that's the problem. It's the algorithm. The algorithm is the problem. The algorithm is preventing our people from seeing our stuff. And it's not that part is not true, because there's sometimes when somebody say, I had no idea. That's because they don't see it. And so that's why I, reached out. But there is an air of truth to it. And the air is the perception that these are the people who are supposed to support you. They're not. The people who are supposed to support you will. And when you are trying to manifest more clients, more support for your business, for your passion, for your project, the goal is not to just have anybody. It's not the quantity, it's the quality. I'll take the Goddess Gathering as a good example. I want the right women in the program, the right womb holders in the program, the right divine feminine beings in the program who are going to do the work. We're not just getting together, talking, there is work involved, and it is slowly evolving. And I don't want you to join, it's only $22, because it won't be next time. This is like I said, I needed to do it, to execute it, to get it done, so that I could see what I liked, what I didn't like, what worked, what didn't work, so that when I roll it out with the next cohort, it can be fully formed and it'll be evolved and expressed in a whole entire new way. I'm already thinking of ways to do it differently, ways to make it better, stronger, getting sponsorships to have young women and women from Hope House and Safe Homes to be a part of the program. I'm already forward thinking on these things. But I don't just want, all I want is, that's not the case. I would rather have a cohort of 5 to 10 committed to growth, development, and ascension than 50 who are just not participating. That just is how I feel. And it's because I know my value, I know my worth, and I know what I'm capable of. I know that every single solitary soul that I've ever mentored from a work perspective grew. All of them. Everyone. There isn't one that didn't. If they didn't implement the feedback. That's not ego, that's facts. Everyone that implemented the feedback I ever gave them grew in some capacity. And it was a hard thing to reach out, because that's an area of challenge for me. It's an area I'm still growing and developing in, and I make myself do it because I'm not comfortable with it. Like my mentors say, I have to be comfortable being uncomfortable. So I do those things that, like this, where I'm not fully comfortable. And everybody's like, you do such a great job. Thank you, Ashe. I got juice. I got spiritual juice. Because ego is not comfortable. My higher self is like, we boss, we can do this. But for me to reach out in that way and put myself, I just want your support. That was a lot. That was a lot. The first time I hit send, I was like, I low-key cringed. I'm like getting ready to hit send, and I'm like, but I'm proud of myself for doing it. It answered my question. I got the answer I wanted. The next time I do a campaign, like next time I do this, it'll be a campaign, and I'll be reaching out to people who I feel like, and that's, I think part of that exercise is reaching out to people, trying to build a connection. Can I build a connection here? No, cool, move along. If I can't build a lasting, worthwhile connection here, that's okay. I'm going to move along because it's just not meant to be. I know I have so many things I want to do for the community. From the prayer circle, either way, I'm going to have someone watch my sons. And on Saturday, I'm going to the river to do prayer for Augusta. That's my, take some offerings and do that. If someone's with me, excellent. If not, excellent. It's still going to get done. If all I have are 3 vendors in June for this beautiful Black spiritual experience, it's going to still be a beautiful Black spiritual experience. It's going to get done. I am in a place of releasing the expectation of volume and embracing the expectation of vibration. I'm really excited about that. So my hope is that this encourages you to not, one, stop sharing that meme, because you're blocking your blessing when you do that. There may be friends and family that want to support you, but if you continue to spout that they won't. So stop hexing yourself in that fashion. And just say, anyone who is supposed to be in alignment with me and my mission and what I'm doing and how I'm trying to be of service, get them to me, Lord. Move them in my way. I'm going to keep putting myself out there, and you keep putting those people in their vision, so they can see me and know that I'm here. And whoever sees me, I know they were meant to. Ashe. So I hope that helps uplift somebody's spirits, encourages you this beautiful Tuesday, this Mars Day. Get it in. It's Mars Day. Plan of action. Get it in. Side note, I'm thinking about reintroducing pick a cards. We'll see how the rest of the week goes. If I can get it done the next 2 days, I'll have a pick a card for this full moon. I'm excited. I miss doing pick a card, so I'm excited to get it done. I just got to figure out what this camera angle is going to look like and when I'm going to do it. Okay, well, have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for listening.